Oh my. What an absolute nightmare I just witnessed of my New York Knicks back in Miami losing 109-101. This is my raw reaction to the game. The game literally just finished just under a minute ago. Excuse me. And I'm pissed off, as I should. Every Knicks fan should feel livid right now because there's a lot of frustrations that just came out of that game. And Knicks fans, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I want to get your guys' thoughts in the comments right now. Let it free. Let me know your thoughts. And if you're a Heat fan, let me know your thoughts as well, because I've been noticing a lot of Miami Heat fans are tuning in to my videos. So you guys outplayed us in every single aspect in that game, and I'm going to break it all down, man. It's really frustrating. Before we hop into it, man, hit that thumbs up button, guys, if you enjoy the content here on Knicks Media. It really helps out the channel a ton. Without further ado, let's just get straight into it. Let's just get right into it. I don't have my usual graphics. I don't have the stats on the screen like I usually do, because the stats simply just don't matter in this game. I mean, even though individually speaking, Jalen Brunson had a phenomenal game and did something for the first time in Knicks history since Clyde Frazier, a point guard to have 30 points and 10 assists, and I cannot even be excited about it. I can't even be happy that the Knicks finally have a point guard that can put up 30 and 10 in a playoff game, because the team around him and the team overall, they just don't have what it takes to beat this Miami Heat team. They don't have that it factor. They don't have that ability to outwork them on the glass. They're not playing a better defense. They're not adjusting like Eric Spoelstra is. We're just getting absolutely outcoached. And I said that in last recap's video in Game 3. This is another example. But this game was different because every game has a new story to tell. And this game was not Game 3. In Game 3, the game was over before, even at opening tip, you felt like it was over. That was not the storyline in this game. The Knicks had a chance to win this game. And I'm not saying that they fumbled it, but the reason they lost, in my opinion, is because of those offensive rebounds in that fourth quarter. The Miami Heat had a offensive rebound pretty much every other possession, it felt like. I know I'm exaggerating, but they destroyed the Knicks on the glass. The Knicks were cutting into their deficit. They cut it to a 5-point game, a 6-point game, and they just needed another stop to get that momentum. The momentum, every time the Knicks had momentum on their side, they would get a stop, play great defense, and then the Miami Heat would get an offensive rebound, get a second chance. And they'd shoot it, and they get another offensive rebound, get a third chance, and then they hit a bucket. Every time the Knicks got their momentum and would cut it to a 2-point, 3-point, 5-point game, they cannot crash the glass. And you know who I'm going to bring up, who is probably one of the biggest reasons why we are getting dominated, not only tonight, but in this series? It's Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson was one of the most important reasons why we beat the Cleveland Cavaliers in round number 1. He dominated that series, absolutely obliterated Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, just the difference maker, crashing the rebounds, getting second chance looks. He has disappeared in this series, and the Miami Heat are completely just exploiting his weaknesses. Bam Adebayo is bodying him. Mitchell Robinson just looks like a man that's not playing top-tier basketball like we've grown to be accustomed to with Mitchell Robinson. He has no post game. He has no ability to do. Every time the ball in his hands, he needs to learn. And this has been a consistent issue with Mitch. And this was driving me crazy. When the Knicks had a chance late in that fourth quarter to just cut the deficit to 5 or something like that, Mitchell Robinson has the ball, gets an offensive rebound, great, but then he puts the ball on the floor, dribbles it, instead of just going right up with it when he's right under the basket, turnover. Little things like that. Just mental errors from Mitch. Mental errors throughout the entire Knicks team, to be honest, throughout the night. It's not all on Mitch, obviously, but he's a big reason why we're losing this series. Julius Randle. You look at the box score, Randle, he had a pretty darn good game. But you watch the game, did not look like that at all, because he's, taking plays off. He is not playing with full enough energy. I don't know if that's his ankle. I don't know what's going on, but he's also making boneheaded decisions. He gets fouled out. I know the referees were annoying. I'm not going to bring up the referees because I'm just not that. I don't want to bring up the refs, okay? Don't want to bring those up. But Julius Randle, statistically, 20 points, 9 rebounds, 8 of 13 from the field. When you look at the box score, he did everything he needed to do. But you watch the game, he's turning the ball over. He's making mental mistakes. He just did not have it tonight. He needed to be the guy to step up. And he had 6 turnovers. There it is. This was the time for Julius Randle to make himself the franchise player of this Knicks franchise. If Julius Randle wanted to become that, all-time Knick, great. Because, hey, he's a 2-time All-Star. He has a lot of accolades already for regular season purposes. But when you want to become an all-time player in franchise and make your name felt with this team, this is the moments you got to step up, and Julius hasn't stepped up. Again, statistically, it's hard to ask him to do that. But the thing is, we don't need Randle to be good. We need him to be great. What separates players all-stars, superstars, are the players that step up when the pressure's the highest and go up to another level. And Julius Randle is showing that he's not that guy. Jalen Brunson, for example, is showing that he is that guy. Jalen Brunson, nothing but respect. 32 points, 11 dimes. He was the only reason why, offensively, this Knicks team was even in it. But offense wasn't the issue at all tonight, guys. Even RJ Barrett had a great game. 24 points, 9 of 16 from the field. The big three for the Knicks all had efficient 20-plus apiece. But the defense, the rebounding was the reason why we lost, man. Really frustrating because now, instead of the Knicks somehow fighting a way to get this W and to cut it to a 2-2 series, heading back home with home court back in our advantage, the series is now 3-1, and the Knicks got to win 3 straight. And I don't think any Knicks fan has any confidence that that's going to happen. The reality of the series, guys, has been simple. The Miami Heat have outcoached us. They've beat us at our own game, which is playing more physical, out-rebounding, winning on the offensive glass, playing with more sense of urgency, and playing also, man, the Miami Heat offensively, it's just beautiful basketball. Looking at it from an objective basketball fan, it's such a hard team to defend because anybody you plug into that offense, it's a machine. Ball movement, off-ball movement, boom, 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 open shooter. And every time it feels like the guy shoots the ball, if they're open or not, they hit their shot most often than not. I know they didn't hit every single shot. I'm not exaggerating, but it felt like they did. It felt like the Knicks would have a phenomenal defensive possession, but the Heat would just move the ball like crazy to the point where it's like, what else could this Knicks defense do? And I know they could have been better. I'm not saying that the Knicks defense definitely should have stepped up to the occasion a little bit better tonight. I'm not saying that. But the Miami Heat offense, man, they're just flooded with shooters. Jimmy Butler is calm, cool, collected when you need him to be. Kyle Lowry's a freaking annoying, savvy veteran that I can't stand, to be honest with you. And the Knicks just lack that player on this team. I mean, look at the box score, actually. Now I'm realizing, folks, not one player besides Brunson, Randle, and RJ had double figures. We had 3 players with 20-plus, and nobody else had double figures. Grimes had 9, Robinson had 6, Josh Hart had 4. Where did Josh Hart's rebounds go? The big reason why we were beating the Cavs, Josh Hart's rebounds, Josh Hart, 2 boards. 2 rebounds. Mitchell Robinson, only 7 rebounds. Isaiah Hartenstein off the bench. What happened to that? 3 rebounds. The big man on this team was the biggest difference for me, man, and the Knicks defending the three-point line. So, that's my rant. This is just really frustrating, folks, that this has to happen again. But, hey, all right, that was a lot. I just let it a lot. So, guys, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, guys. I'm pissed off. Let me know how pissed off you guys are. Do you have any hope for the Knicks coming back 3-1? I sure as hell don't. If you could somehow give me some optimism. You see me, I'm red in my face. I'm pissed off right now. Pissed off, man. Let's go Knicks, I guess. Let's go Knicks. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. I love you all forever. New York forever, baby. Catch you guys next time. Oh, my God. I'm pissed. I'm pissed.